There is apparently a populist uprising brewing against the streaming platforms that I was not paying attention to until today, but now it's suddenly everywhere. And reportedly, about 40% of Americans have cut back on streaming services in the last 3 months due to the cost of living crisis. And they say that it's because the streaming platforms keep raising their prices. Raising their prices and consolidating so that consumers actually have fewer and fewer options. Per usual, people are blaming the easiest scapegoat out there. They're saying this is capitalism's fault, this is late stage capitalism, and this is proof that the free market doesn't work. I thought this post did an excellent job exposing why this argument falls so flat to anybody with just economic 101 literacy. This person said, in a free market, I can't sell bread at 100 times the normal price because competitors will undercut me, and even if I buy them out, new ones will keep entering. The cycle never ends. So predatory pricing fails because the moment I raise prices, customers leave. So the only reliable way to maintain a monopoly is through the state, by trading favors with politicians. He says, I can use government power to block competitors under the guise of regulation, public safety, or national interest. And this is exactly what companies do, and this is the world that you're actually living in. Here's another recent example of that. Ford's top executives say allowing Chinese automakers to sell their cars in the US would be devastating to American manufacturing. No, it wouldn't. It would just be competition for American manufacturing so that you had to actually lower your prices or provide a more quality product. But per usual, the companies are looking to the government to regulate and block competitors. Often this perspective that like Democrats are anti-capitalist and Republicans are pro-capitalist, but I'm telling you, it's not even the Republicans that are actually helping on this front. Take South Carolina right now. There is an amazing deregulation package that is being held up in a committee. There is the votes to pass it on the floor, but Representative Chip Campson, who is a Republican, who chairs the committee, needs to allow it to advance. And basically, they're not moving it forward because a lot of businesses have come in and asked them to not pass it because they don't want to have to compete with startups. Now, I can tell you as a business owner, the number one reason businesses fail and or why people don't even try to enter the market is because government makes it really hard and expensive just to try to offer a good to people. And you have to pay all kinds of fines. You have to spend tons of time researching what your actual obligations are. You have to spend time filing all of their paperwork. It is a huge cost. And this deregulation package in South Carolina simply says that if a regulation has a significant financial impact, that the Congress leaders that you elect should actually have to vote on it and say if this is a regulation that's truly needed or if it's a rent-sinking regulation that is blocking competition. This bill is up in subcommittee tomorrow in South Carolina. So we'll see what Representative Campson does. Also need this guy, Representative Luke Rankin, to weigh in. Republicans can lead on this front, but right now they oftentimes are doing the exact same thing as the Democrats, and they're blocking small competitors from entering the market who could eventually take down the big, giant, awful monopoly services.